please be working, please be working, please be working. I have to look out. If you're here right now, I can't see you. Give me a minute. Okay, I should be okay. Oh, isn't technology just grand, isn't it? Technology just grand. Give me a minute. We are back. Okay. Should be working now. Should be working now. 1 second. I think everything is good. I want to talk to you, Jaden. Just give me 1 second. Okay. Yeah, where is my... I just need to bring this up. Let's do this. Thank you. I like the little cat guy. I think it looks nice. I don't know if you were here for why I'm doing this right now. Basically, I'm working kind of a serious job at the moment, and I got nervous that I might get in trouble for doing stream stuff, so I am currently we're going sure, we're going VTuber we're gonna go VTuber until this position ends. He could be Sean Jr. That's not a bad little name. SJ? Okay. What do you guys think of this drawing, by the way? I was pretty happy with it. Jade. Jade. I am sorry to hear that. I'm very sorry to hear that. No, final sucks. Final sucks, and it's intimidating, and it just sucks. When is your last final? Strawberry, how's it been going with you? I don't think we've been here for a minute. You've been here for a minute. Well, you're just pushed to your limit, Jaden. You're just pushed to your limit. You're feeling dumb because your mental energy is so extended that it's hard to get anything done. I'm having a little bit of stomach issues at the moment, so I am drinking like just gallons of green tea. To help with it. I'm happy. Yeah, it's because it sucks right now, Jen. Because you're in the middle of it, and it feels like you can't get out of it. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you don't know what's going on with me, I'm sure everybody's bored of me talking about it, but since you weren't here, I am currently working for a congressional campaign. I'm trying to help a guy get elected to Congress. So it is a very interesting, very intense bit of job I'm doing right now. Yeah, I mean, it's not like I'm running. I'm a very small part of the social media team, and so it's a little bit. It's been taking up all my thought processes lately, and so just some days I haven't been totally up for doing these things. But now that summer is coming up, Jade, can I ask Jaden, when is your finals? When are you and Strawberry? Are you in the middle of finals? Thank you. It's pretty cool. Rainbow. It's pretty cool. By the way, it's actually surprisingly easy to, if you want to. I'd encourage any young person, by the way, to do it. There are a lot of young people on the team. Gabriel Magiker. How's it going, Gabe? I'm one of the older people, actually. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. We had a big tech issue right at the start of the stream, so... Alright, welcome. Hey, Ash! Hey! But beyond... so there's... We're officially here. I'm gonna make an effort. Is this Chili's like the Hotel California? Is this the Chili's California? You can enter, but you can never leave. Crinkly Cretins. Yeah, Ash is fun. Yes, Ash has a way with words. How was Chili's? SJ, Sean Jr. That's the cat. That's the name of the cat. Sean Jr. the Kittison. That was... And the taste, Gabriel? Yeah, sorry, I've just been busy. And a little tired. Frankly, a little depressed. But, yeah, that's how you spell my name. That has caused me no source of grief in my life that my name is spelled S-E-A-N. Do you know how many people have said to me, "Hey, is your name Scene? You're Scene, right?" I'm like, no, it's Sean. Well, why don't you spell it S? But that's not how you spell it. I got into a debate with an Australian girl over my spelling of my name because I was talking about Sean Bean. I like lobotomize lizards. Do you guys know the actor Sean Bean? Yeah. Does he constantly have to deal with getting corrected? That's surreal. Wait, Jack is like his last name, right? Ask him about it. I'm sure he has opinions. Yeah, exactly. Jaden, I have to say that is peak shitty dad behavior right there. I didn't forget it. I just forgot what date it was. That's terribly unfair that I did that as a southern accent. Yeah, that is crap. That is pure crap. That's literally saying he forgot it. Yeah, I mean, you made the mature decision, but yeah. J-Man! Oh! Master of the J... Hey, JJ. Yeah. Still haven't played Deltarune yet. It's going good. Oh, I have not checked my YouTube community. Let me check the YouTube community. Fuck, that sounds brutal. No. Nobody ever anticipates how brutal it is to drive for hours at a time. Oh, I love them. I love them. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Well. Let's see. Oh, wait. That's not the new thing. This is the new thing. Okay, let's look at all these guys. Yeah. Final. Yeah. You know, Jaden? Sean has answers. I will say this. Endings are harder than you think they are. And there are a lot of writers who do not think of endings before they think of middles. That was references that... What is bikini? That was stuff Ash had posted. That was Ash. Okay. I'm hydrating. See? Look, hydrating. Okay, let's look at what JJ Man has produced. Yeah. Okay, so... Oh! JJ, did you really draw this? Guys, look what JJ drew. That's pretty darn impressive, man. Look at that. That's really darn impressive. It is. That's like... I don't know. Yeah. I agree. Gabriel, we were looking at the community post, and that is what Ash posted in the community. Yeah. That is... That looks... But that is! Go check my community! Gabriel, go check my community. You'll see it. I will show what people post in the community on stream. Okay. Yeah. Like, okay, so JJ, you did really good. Okay. I'm waiting for these questions. Yeah, I have seen the first episode. I haven't watched any other ones. I did like the first episode. I just haven't got around to watching the newer ones. But I did watch the pilot, and I thought the pilot was quite good. See the. Yeah, I heard about that. Are you excited? Let us look at memes. That's fun. How was Maul? Great. Yeah, no. I like that it's... I mean, this is probably the closest we're ever going to get to, like, a proper I have no mouth and I must scream adaptation, right? I was thinking about that. Tell me why you're upset. How did you like Maul? I clocked that influence immediately, by the way, that they were doing I have no mouth and I must scream take. With Amazing Digital Circus. It's amazing that that short story is still so influential. Oh, that's frustrating. I'm so excited for you to read that one, by the way, Jen. That's that's maybe my favorite Marvel run. Modern Marvel run. My favorite... What is my favorite Marvel run? I just asked myself a good question. Okay. I would say... Thunderbolts, the original Spider-Man run, Next Wave. But I don't like promoting that because that guy turned out... I did! I started thinking about it, which are my favorite. Next Wave used to be my favorite, but the guy who wrote that turned out to be a bit of a creep, and now it makes it a bit hard for me to like it. I read the original comic a long time ago. I haven't got around to watching it. Oh, sure, yeah. Oh, well, this is probably going to take me a few days of just kind of working on it, so a little bit I just wanted to show it off a little bit because I was quite proud of her. I thought it turned out really well. Right? Like, this has been one of the best drawings I've done in a long time. Yes. Okay. If I could, yes, I will draw Jax. 1 second. I know who Jax is. This is a thing I actually am aware of. See, I became aware of Total Digital... for some reason I want to call it Total Drama. The Amazing Digital Circus. Because I followed the animation director for it on YouTube already. Because he's just a funny guy who writes, like, kind of funny songs. Let me just find a blank page. There's another drawing I wanted to show you guys, but I can't find it right now. I'm very proud of this one. Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. Man, I loved Next Wave so much. Next Wave was like one of my favorites ever, and some stuff came out about the writer, and I'm pretty bummed by that. Let's see. I'm just got me thinking right now. The Amazing Digital Circus. Hello. It's always funny when... Hi! Hi, love me. How's it going? Yeah. I was just thinking, like, out loud, like, what were some of my favorite Marvel? What is that? What is that? Oh, fuck! It's doing the thing again that I hate. Okay, 1 second, I'm gonna fix it. So I don't have to exit. Hi, I see you, I love me. Hello! 1 second. Oh, this is gonna be a fun day. 1 second. Okay. Anyways. I like Tommy, the main character. I like her. She's my favorite. Hi, yes. Sorry, I love me. We're drawing jacks. That's what we're doing right now. Okay. See, I feel quite a great deal of sympathy for Jack, for Pommy. I too am a desperate, a very anxious person all the time. That often feels like I've been thrown into situations I don't understand and scare me. He's funny too. Go! I want to. No, it was fun. I don't get to act all that much. I enjoy acting. I wish I could do it more. I don't think I'm a great actor, but I wish I could do more acting. Oh, I know. I have more. Yeah. Daredevil is awesome. He's the Frank. I know Frank Miller is a really controversial person now, and justifiably so, in my opinion. But man, I loved his face. What are you talking about? Oh. I'm just doing the first one that came up. You know, I also really like Mark Waid's Daredevil run. It's very different from, like, Zerdesky's. One second. There we go. Batman is a version. The point I've always been trying to make with all this stuff is Batman and Daredevil are. I mean, okay, here's a real interesting question: is Daredevil a rip-off of Batman? You know, they operate sort of in similar environments, but I was thinking about this recently. But Daredevil lacks a key thing Batman has. I might be. Which is, you know, Daredevil doesn't really have access to the money that, like, Batman has. And, you know, that, you know, they're both street level guys who work in crime, you know, solve a lot more, like, but you said to draw jacks, so I'm drawing the first jacks that came up. I had a theory once that Black Panther might actually be a better example for a Marvel's type of take on yeah. It might be. I don't. You said jacks. You did not specify which jacks. And I might have drawn it a bit too short, but yeah. I thought, JJ, you did pretty good though with that Cyclops. I don't know how. Oh, I'm happy you're having a good time. That actually makes a lot of sense. There has been so many studies, we'll talk about that show that people are more creative. The two times people are most creative are late at night or early in the morning. Late at night or early in the morning, and it's always when the common is when people are alone and can think out loud by themselves. Yeah, Daredevil really does. I know when I was your age, Jaden, I was very into the Frank Miller run of Daredevil. That was my favorite. That was one of my favorite comics. Again, Frank Miller is... Isn't it terrible when one of your favorites starts getting weird later in life? That should be a crime. By the way, this little book is super Yeah. I will. Yeah, well, people always talk about that the best characters are always the B-list characters, because they're big enough that, you know, they'll get good writers for them, but small enough that they won't, like, get overtly obsessed with... Yeah. Because they talk a lot about this with, like, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is a really good... it has always had this problem of he has... Since Spider-Man is so important for Marvel as a character, there's a lot of editorial control that goes on with Spider-Man. So, it kind of makes a lot of writers really struggle with that. Zdarsky, who had a great Spider-Man run, had a great run of Spider-Man comics, has talked about that. Even though Chip Zdarsky is like the perfect guy to be the main writer on Spider-Man, and Zdarsky is always theoretical. The great sin of modern comics is that Chip Zdarsky is the perfect guy to be the long-term writer of Spider-Man. He makes the most sense as the long-term writer of Spider-Man. His writing style suits. Well, yeah. Well, yeah, but he said why. And it's the reason everybody complains about, like, having to work on Spider-Man, is because editorial control is so aggressive. Again, I've only seen the first episode of Amazing Digital Circus and the first episodes of Knights of Guinevere, which of course ruined my day when I saw that, because I had been working on a very similar idea, and I was very depressed when I saw that, because I was like, yo, they stole... Yeah. Oh, well, what I did is I had seen like the memes and stuff, so I knew about this. The second you said that, I was like, I'm gonna do the maid one. Okay, 1 second. I just need. There it is. Hello. Yes, it is. Hello, Scotty. Yes. Sure. Oh, you're a maid outfit. Yeah, sure. We can do Daddy's World. Hello, Corgi. How's it going? I know he has straight ears, but I always want to give rabbits floppy ears. I like the episode I saw. Oh, damn it. I see. Yep, I see that. That's me. I noticed that, Robin. Yeah. That is so annoying when TV shows do that. I agree. Like, you don't literally need to say that. I always like name my story just after a random bit of dialogue. Random bit of like dialogue or description. That's the way I do it, because it's like I hate coming up with titles. Names in general beguile me, I have to say. Okay, I'm thinking. Oh no, your Deku sweater! From My Hero Academia. I hate it. I always spend so long coming up with names. Oh no! Is it okay? He has like eyeshadow on. Okay, I like this. So JJ, what's your comic about? Maybe we can help you come up with some names. So, Rainbow, how are things going? I'm okay at coming up with character names. It's just... Jaden? Always feel free to make a quick announcement, Jaden. You are very free. Okay, honestly, that sounds pretty cool. I like it, Jaden. I like it. I think that's a really fun little idea. I'm excited to read it when it's ready. That's okay, JJ. Feel free. Me? Yeah. I have before. I have the Meta headset thing. I haven't played it in a little while though. I tried to stream from it and that was such a disaster. It just made my head hurt. But I have played. I do have one. I should get it up and going again. Okay. Jaden, writers, I will say writers have a lot of... it's very hard for a writer not to write about themselves, at least a little bit. That's the thing I've been struggling with right now, is I have a tendency to make a lot of stuff I write about, like grief. Like grief about losing people, and it's bumming me out just a little bit that I can only write about that. I've been thinking about that a lot lately. But yeah. No, it's not an ego thing. Well, one, art is always a tiny bit egotistical, but two, it's perfectly okay. You're writing your story, Jaden. You're allowed to write what you want to write in it. Oh, how is... Oh, yeah, you like that? Yeah, I know somebody who's very obsessed with Tamagotchi Life, too. How are you enjoying it? The game I've been waiting for months is Paralives. And they say it's coming out. They say it's coming out. I don't know yet, but yeah, that's what they said. It's coming out soon. Okay, what do we think, everybody? What do you think of my little attempt to draw Jax from the amazing digital circus? Okay. We could ink it. Do we want... well. I believe somebody else wanted me to do something. I have forgotten what it was. Right, you like High in Life. Yes. Sprout Seedly. Thank you. Oh, little strawberry guy. If I've drawn a little strawberry guy or a little strawberry guy, I could draw a little strawberry guy again. Yeah. Some people have some interpretations. I was gonna ink it, but I think it looks good enough. Good art place. There's a drawing another drawing I wanted to show you guys. I can't find it at the moment. We're gonna switch over to the heavier one. Oh, scary, scary. What was I saying? Oh, there was something I wanted to, yeah, no. I guess a lot of people really like the new Punisher thing that they did, which I need to check out. And people seem to really like the Mr. Wonderful TV show, which is good. Because I always, this is gonna maybe rankle a few feathers here, but I always found the Mr. Wonderful the character to be one of the more boring characters in Marvel. I wanted to talk about Mr. Wonder to be one of the more boring, a Wonder Man. See, I'm even thinking of more interesting characters. Yeah, Wonder Man. I just thought Wonder Man to be one of the more boring characters in Marvel. Basically, because in the comics, Wonder Man is just essentially, he's pretty much just an Iron Man ripoff, but more whiny. People say he gets a lot better later on, but I read his first few appearances. No, in the original comics, he's essentially just kind of an Iron Man ripoff, and it's just so boring to read, really. But I haven't seen the show yet. Yeah, we're doing Sprouts. Oh, I don't know if you saw before. Let me show you the jacks that we did. No, I just want to show Strawberry the jacks. I mean, Invincible is definitely a bit of a Spider-Man riff, but the early Mr. Wonder Man comics are so boring. Oh my god, they're some of the most boring comics I've ever read. I was so bored by them because they're just garden variety, like, they don't get interesting. He doesn't because the thing is, I kind of liked him in the Avengers Wonder Man, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll read this character, and then I read his comics and I'm like, he doesn't get interesting until they decide to make him an actor, and that's like the most interesting thing about Wonder Man, is that he wants to become an actor on top of being a superhero, because initially he's just like a boring Iron Man ripoff. In fact, he was an Iron Man villain initially. then, so them skipping all the boring Iron Man stuff and just making him an actor sounds a lot more fun. I mean, yeah, exactly. Nah. I gave up on trying to read Wonder Man comics. The funniest thing about the comics, at least, is that Marvel pulled off that coup. Because you guys know the only reason they created Wonder Man, right, was because they realized that DC had never bothered to trademark that name for themselves. Okay. Okay, we'll do Finn next. Do you think they'll ever make like I feel like this would be perfect adaptation material. Yeah, it's still sprout. I haven't drawn the things yet. If you want to share it, feel free to. I'd love to see it. Do you guys think they'll ever do like a Dandy's World cartoon or something? I feel like that would be perfect material. Okay, I want to see it. I was thinking of this recently. It's like, why haven't they tried to adapt like a Roblox game to like animated or something? Because I think, okay, this might be a little bit of a controversial opinion. I think that like the no, I'm not going to say it, but I do think that these are fairly good designs for characters. I think like this is all the designs I've seen for these characters have been very strong, like from the Dandy's World. Like the creator of this clearly has a very strong grasp of character design. Is it an actual show, or is that just in-world mythology? So there's going to be a graphic novel. Very good. Well, I'll review that when it comes out. I'm doing a little project right now. So for the summer, I plan to try and make a video every day for summer. Is that real love or? Yeah, no, I'm talking about in real life. If They should make a show. I'm giving praise to the creator of this game. That I think he has a very the character designer is that I think they have like a very good grasp of character design. Yeah, well, I'm saying they should. Have you guys? One thing I do it. Very good. So there's going to be a graphic novel, huh? Interesting. Oh yeah, so I'm trying to make videos for this channel now. I'm trying to take it a little bit more seriously, making videos. My goal is to make one for every day this summer. So doing that, I've been reading a lot more stuff. And I may have read a comic book that I'm going to talk about on here that is an adaptation of a very popular game, and I need to word it in such a way that people don't immediately go for my throat. Because I have some thoughts. No, not High on Life. High on Life would be a cool comic. Is there a graphic? I'll review the High on Life comic if it comes out. If there is one. I didn't know there is one. I like... Menacing. How's it going? High-end life. High-end life. Graphic novel. Oh! Would you look at that? There are. Oh, wow. There's a whole volume of it. Okay, yeah. I'll make a video about it. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. I'm reading the graphic novel of Five Nights at Freddy's. One, I have to complain. Why can't people just release single issues anymore? That used to make my life so easy when people would just release single issues, because I could just release issue 1. And I'm like, why can't I... Release just the first issue. Just release it issue by issue. It makes my life easier. I only have to read like 20 pages, not 200 pages. I gave a bad review once to the comic book adaptation of Marvel Rivals that Marvel did. And I stand by my review of that, but that was not a fun thing to deal with. People were very mad at me that I gave that one a bad review. No, I'm just saying when you're reviewing comics, Jan. It's nice that they're in single issues, because that means all you have to do is just read like 12 pages of something. Oh, yeah, sure. I see it. It's 1 second. It's being weird. I like this. Oh, that's very cute. Thank you so much. Yeah. It just means that's very cute, Strawberry. Yeah, it just means you have to do significantly less work. Yeah, I always. Yeah. The most obnoxious part about reviewing comics, I will say, is you have to, accounting for all the pages and pictures. And I want to update. I want to update the way I review them, so which will require me to do a little bit more of editing than I used to do. But I want to like make them look a lot more professional. So. It's very cute. I do like it a lot. Because I have a few things that I'm working on. The big one I'm working on right now for video-wise is a review of a comic from the Philippines. It's essentially like the Philippines' biggest superhero. It's like their most iconic superhero, and it's very interesting. It's very interesting. But that's the big one I'm working on right now, because I've been wanting to talk about that for a while, but I haven't been able to find an English translation until just very recently. So I'm very excited to talk about that. Okay, Strawberry, it's good to see you. Ash, it's good to see you. Yeah, I hope to be on for a while. We'll see how I feel. Have a good night, Strawberry. So, Ash, are you still in finals? Yeah. Everybody else here is doing finals. Jaden. I'm just curious if you're still doing testing, or are you officially out for the summer? A couple of the teenagers who are working the campaign are also. Doing tests, so. Yeah, I'll give. I didn't know there were graphic novels. I'll give those a read. I like the games. Well, I'm sure you can do it, Ash. Trying to get this. What do you have left? Is it math? It's almost always math. That's the one I always put off the most. Is math. We're all rooting for you, Ash. Okay. Okay, what do we think of our little strawberry friend? I like how that if I move even just a little bit, it goes wild. Thank you. Thank you so much. It's nevermore! Nevermore! Keep leader of forever. Hey, Never, how's it going? Oh, come on. There we go. Never, never. If you can get me a reference, love. If you can get me a reference, I will. I think I can. But if you can send me a reference pic, I will certainly try. But I don't want to go looking for it. Okay. So Ash, what's the first thing? What's the first thing you're gonna? What's the first thing you're gonna do when school is over? I've been good, Never. I've been good. I'm actually in quite a good mood. I've been in quite a good mood lately. I'm yeah. I've been in quite a good mood lately. I am getting stuff done. I am accomplishing things. Life has not been as miserable as it had been. It was. Oh shit! Are you going in the military? I didn't curse. You didn't hear me curse. Oh, perfect, perfect. Yes, go to Space Force. I think there's a very low chance that Space Force will be called in to do anything dangerous. Good. I'm sorry to hear that, Never. Are you excited for it? Yeah. Are you excited for Space Force, Ash? Ash is joining Space Force. Yeah. The life of an artist. You'll do fine, Ash. Yeah. Well, it's being as there is currently an ongoing war. I was worried that Ash might get sent in, but if they're going to Space Force, I think they'll be okay. You'll do fine, Ash. We believe in you. Yeah? There's this little kid I used to take care of. He's old enough now that he joined the military. I so far, yeah, 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 kind of. Well, it's a whole complicated story. Okay, so my mom was friends with his dad because his dad was a realtor, and he had just gone through this terrible divorce. It's really complicated. Honestly, I was kind of sympathetic to the mom's side, but that's neither here nor there. Uh, um. Anyway, so the kid the kid there was it was just four kids and him, and he was like, hey, can you? He asked my mom, hey, can you please look after them for a little while? So technically, she was the one babysitting, but because I'm almost always home, I ended up looking after them a lot. And the little boy, um, little boy, he joined the military a couple of years ago. He's doing okay. He was always very good with fixing things, so he became a mechanic. But yeah. Um, the oldest girl got pregnant immediately out of high school, so okay, I'll be quiet now. But yeah, so he's nice. He's a good kid. I worry about him now, especially because I think he'll be okay. He's been in Korea. He's been stationed in Korea for the last few years, and he should be okay. But I worry about him now with this Iran thing. But South Korea, we have a base in Korea. The U.S. has a base in Korea. If you don't know. I mean, it's there to kind of look after North Korea, but look at North Korea, but yeah. This little bit right here is so hard to draw just because it's like it goes off the page. Yeah, no, they wouldn't. Well, no, they wouldn't send a military guy. No, but he's the North Korean base is right next to the military. So, well, North Koreans can't leave, and sometimes they. Uh, can't you? It's a whole thing. Okay. Can you just get the U? Um. Hmm. Okay. Can you just get to like the URL of the picture you want me to look at and just post the link here? I don't have links turned off. I don't think I do, at least. Well, I mean, okay. There should be okay. Is this it? Okay, here's what happened. Here's what happened. Here's what happened, Never. I'm reading it through Libby. Which is a great app. Everybody should sign up for Libby. But it expires after 14 days, so my copy of Elric has expired, and I have to wait in line till I get it back. So I haven't been reading Elric. I have to wait. I have to wait like a week before I can read it again. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, people can't leave North Korea. Well, sorry, I mean, it's complicated, but yeah. So ask me in like a week or two when the copy becomes available again. Some bastard is reading it right now. Okay, let's do that. Yeah, but no, I haven't read any new Elric because of that. But I'll get to it. Don't worry. I have been reading a graphic novel about orcs. How is it? How is it? And it's okay. I'm very irritated right now because the graphic novel, the comic book I really want to read is called Dork. Um, it's about a half dwarf, half orc, and it's like mega popular right now. But obnoxiously, speculators are into it right now and think it could potentially be worth a lot. So it's been very difficult to actually find any copy of it, which irritates me greatly. I hate that speculators are back in the comic book spaces. Yeah. Speculators are the most annoying people ever. They ruin any space that any like hobby space they come into, and I hate that some speculators are returning to comics. Welcome back. Hey, welcome back. Guess who's back? Back again. Na. Okay, never. Strawberry's back. There, I told a friend. Na na na. How's it going, Strawberry? We're drawing a character. We're drawing the high on life bounty hunter for love here. So, any video games anybody's excited about playing lately? Yes, I know that. Right, I was supposed to draw Finn. I'll draw Finn next. Sorry. What's PPT? Don't use acronyms around me because I won't know what those are. What's PPT? Your dream collaboration, love, I think would be if High on Life did a crossover with Dandy's World, right? You know, well, love, that is what the wonderful world of fan fiction is for. Those were always my favorite fan fictions. Were not that I've read so many of them, but to be like an expert or anything, but my favorite is always the wacky crossovers that could only exist in the world of the feverish imagination of somebody. No, no, no. Uh, yeah. Without a little controversy. No, no. Sorry, that song got stuck in my head. It's a very. Because it's been a little bit boring without me. There we go. Okay, Strawberry. Ash, top of your head. Okay. What would be the craziest crossover you could think of? Okay. What would be... Okay, no, it seems to be stable. Okay. I'm just making sure. 1 second. Okay, everything is stable. Okay. Strawberry Shortcake crossed over with Saw. Would Strawberry Shortcake be Saw? The twist, of course, would that strawberry shortcake would be Jigsaw, right? It could be a reasonable. What are you working on, Jaden? Tell me. Reveal your secrets. They are funny. Those were always my favorite, and I know like in the wider fandom that they're disliked, but I'm like that's the funnest part. I lost my place. Before, no, I don't want to talk about that. That's too controversial. Who was that guy you wanted me to draw? Strawberry? Oh, that's a good one. Finn. Finn from Dandy's World. See, the Dandy's World stuff is easy. Yeah. This is pretty easy because it's all very simple shapes and stuff. Sometimes people want like really complex stuff, and I'm like, man, I don't know if we can do that in a reasonable amount of time. The story I like to tell is that the first thing I ever wrote was a fanfic crossover between Danny Phantom and Assassin's Creed. Yeah, I was cool and badass. By the way, I actually read the Brokeback Mountain book not too long ago. That is a really good book. I know that's not shocking to a lot of people, but I never. Yeah, I read it. It's really good. It's really good. It's like it's just a really well written book. I was very pleasantly surprised. Maybe I shouldn't have been, but it's a novella. It's a novella. It's a little bit longer than a traditional short story, but I read it in like an afternoon. Yes, Finn is very cute. I mean, what's the last thing Ang Lee did? I don't remember what the last thing Ang Lee did was. That Will Smith movie that nobody liked? Yes, Finn is very cute. draw Gus. We'll do that next. Yeah. What is he working on? Angly. I mean, he had. Are you working on anything right now? Yeah, it was Gemini Man. He has something working. It's an upcoming epic. How much on these? He's working. He's working on a movie, an adaptation of the book. How much of these hills is gold? It's a Booker Prize. I don't. What is it? How much of these hills is gold is a historical fantasy. Ooh, I like those words. Set during the American Gold Rush, following orphaned Chinese American siblings Lucy and Sam as they flee the mining town with their father's body, searching for a place to bury him, find belonging. The book reimagines mythology of the American West through the immigrant lens. That sounds cool. It doesn't work like that. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant it in a good way, Jaden. I meant it like it's good. It's a good fundamental design. I meant that as a. I think I meant that. I hope I meant that as a compliment. Okay. I'm sorry, Jaden. I really gotta go to the restroom. Yeah. I gotta go to the restroom, guys. I will be back in one. I will be back in a minute if I can just BRB screen. Okay. Nope, that's not it. 1 second. Oh, Grace, come on, come on. Okay, be back in a sec. I'm back. Give me a sec. No. No. There it is. Hey, how's it going? No. I want to fix it. I'm not happy with that, by the way. Hey, don't do that, by the way. I don't like that. One second. We gotta fix that. This thing always gives me such a headache. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's very good, Jade. I like that. That's very good. Is that the newest costume? I like it. I've lately got into my head to do. Sorry. I've lately got into my head to. What? You're Batman? I want to. I've lately gotten into my head that I want to try post-apocalyptic. I don't think there's been a really good post-apocalyptic story done in a while, and I have lately. Yeah. And I think that would be fun. That's ridiculous. Bruce Wayne can't be Batman. He's too busy gallivanting around. That's my favorite. That's a late Simpsons joke. That's one of my favorite. Like, late Simpsons is kind of forgettable in a lot of times, but one of my favorite jokes is Lisa goes, we can't even convince him that Bruce Wayne is Batman. He goes, Bruce Wayne? Batman? He's too busy partying around. I just always think that's so funny. Yeah. Listen, it's so funny when Robin first premiered in Batman. The original Batman comic figures out how to do Rob. It's the only one that has come up with a plausible scenario for why Robin exists in the first place, and it's so funny because everybody else ignores it. So the reason Bruce takes in Dick in the first place? I don't know if people know this. It's because the mob was after him and had people high up trying to get him, and the only way he could protect him is taking him in. And I was like, it's the original comic is the only one who figured out the logical explanation for why Dick lives there. And I always thought that was so funny that nobody else used that idea. Some of the original explanations... if I can just for a minute talk about some funny things that exist in original Golden Age comics. Well, obviously that was the undercurrent, but the official explanation was that the original reason that Bruce took Dick in the first place was because he was being targeted by the mob. And then they bonded. My favorite... anyways, just for a brief second, I want to talk about the funniest thing that ever happened in comic book history. Well, do you think the fans will kill Jason Todd again? Do you guys know that story? That's a pretty infamous story. So they put a poll up. So DC put a poll, like a telephone poll once, to see if they would kill Jason Todd or not. I know, but there's young people over on the other side, never, that haven't. And you could vote whether to kill him or not. It is pretty funny. Yeah, and so that's why Jason Todd died originally, is because they voted. I am not yet. I am planning. I don't think it's too early for early elections. Or am I being bad? Am I being bad guy working on a campaign who doesn't know when the actual election is? I'm now worried. I don't think I missed it. Oh my god. The midterms aren't till a few months from now. It's I've got me all worried. Okay, I want to explain to you the funniest one. So, do you guys know how Wonder Girl came into existence? Because it's really funny. The behind-the-scenes reason for why Wonder Girl is a character. Have you guys ever heard this story? Oh no, I'm not that old. I'm not that old, Bruce. I'm not that old. That was many years before. Oh, okay. So that was many years before my time. So the story is, yeah. Okay. So here's what happened. It's a little bit more complicated than that, and being as I've read the actual issues that where this happens. So what happens is, when the story is that when the Teen Titans were created, they wanted a sidekick for Diana, for Wonder Woman. So the creator of Teen Titans just looked at a comic and saw that there was a character called Wonder Girl on it, and he was like, "Oh, that must be her sidekick," and put her in. But what they didn't know was that this was just an imaginary issue where Diana was teaming up with her teenage and baby self. That's the story, at least. It's actually a lot more complicated because I read the actual issues, and what happens is it's so insane. It's even more insane than you think it is. Wonder Girl kind of proved to be sort of a popular character. Yeah. So what happened is they were doing these imaginary stories where like Diana would team up with teenage and baby versions of herself. That was a popular trope in comics at the time in the Silver Age. They did that with other characters too. It was just one of these things that was popular to do. But seemingly, okay, this is what's so insane. Seemingly at some point, the comics kind of forget that that's who the character is. Like I'm not even joking. It seems that they literally forgot that that's what that character was supposed to be, because they just keep doing more and more stories with her, but they forget that she's just supposed to be an alternate, like, time travel teenage version of Wonder Woman, and she just starts becoming her own character. And I don't think. Tell me. Yeah. And they don't realize it. And by the time she gets in Teen Titans, they're like, wait, who was this character supposed to be? So it seems that they legitimately just kind of forgot. I'll take it. I don't know who those people are, but I'll take it. Those cats. Yeah. Senator Muppy Doo. Oh, High in Life. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they just kind of, yeah. Yeah, I can see how I can see that. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So it's very funny. It's they literally forgot that she was supposed to be that. And so at some point they just created a new origin for her. Do I? Who's he voiced by? Let's see. Why is everything being so slow? I sound like Richard Kind. Guess a little bit. Yeah. Do I really sound like Richard Kind? I mean, I'll take that. I like Richard Kind. I never. I mean, Richard Kind is great. He was in a Steven Soder. He was in Steven Soderbergh musicals. Sure. Yeah. But that to me is like the funniest thing ever. It's they just they've legitimately forgot. Yeah. Well, you have to understand that they were writing so many comics at the time that they probably just did forget where the character came from. That's cool. So yeah, I've been thinking about trying my hand at post-apocalyptic. I don't know. What do you think? Do people like the post-apocalyptics? Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Jaden. It goes back a couple of issues. Is the problem? I've read the issues leading up to it, and what happens is if you weren't paying really close attention, like really close attention, you might not even notice that the character was supposed to be that. Because at some point there's like one or two references to it, and then like for 3 or 4 issues they essentially treat her like she's just a young they don't they then they stop bringing it up. So and it's brought up in like one line once in 4 issues. That's who she's supposed to be, and then they stop bringing it up totally. And then she's treated like a separate character from that moment on. Yeah, I love Mad Max. Yeah, I've always been quite fascinated by it, and I've been thinking about giving it a shot. Oh, Jaden, you have very good taste. Very good taste. Do I? I mean, I can kind of see that. My voice can get high pitched like Richard Kimes can. Of course, I don't think I'm as good a singer as him. Yeah, I've always been very fascinated. Even when I was a kid, I was very fascinated with like that sort of stuff. I don't know. I mean, okay, so the problem is with like something like that is so far like it's only produced a couple of one or two classics. Well, that's just right now. Never. That's just right now. Like, okay, steampunk. Okay, strawberry. But what do you think so far of your little guy? Again, though, that's just now. You're just describing what now is. Post end society. It all collapses. The question is how. Yeah. Well, do reverse flash. No, reverse flash. No, we're living in a pre. Ding. No, no, we're definitely living in a pre-apocalyptic society. Give it a few years, we might enter apocalyptic. Okay. Okay. Who? Okay. Ugh. You can still buy food at the groceries. You can still stop. You can still buy food at the grocery store. Society hasn't collapsed yet. Okay, or not? I'm not doing this. Okay, you can't. We're doing all the things to ensure that society will collapse, but the society still hasn't collapsed yet. Yay, 10 big pops. Can you go? Never. Can you go to the grocery store, buy food? Can you reliably heat your house? Can you reliably travel? This, can you get water? So society hasn't collapsed yet. We're working very hard to make sure it does collapse, but it hasn't yet. Oh my god! Never. No. This is starting to annoy me. I'm not litigating with you what the exact definition of post-apocalyptic is. This is dumb. This is dumb. It's a dumb argument. Where's the apocalypse? Never. Where's the end of the world? Where is the collapse of society? Where are the countries that don't exist anymore? Your guy. What the hell are you talking about? This nonsense. We are still very much in a post collapse world. Okay. Cool. It was something I was excited about Never, and then I regret sharing it. Okay. I regret sharing it. You're being kind of a killjoy. Night, strawberry. No, it's stupid. Never. No, it's stupid. Never. Yeah. No, it's cool. Never that you're above things like that. I appreciate that. Anyways. Yeah. Oh, that's a hard one. That's a hard one, Jaden. Because I love both of them so much. Usually I try and avoid drawing teeth to give too much detail to teeth. Yes, but one of my favorite comic book series is Doom Squad that Grant Morrison wrote. Is but for some reason I feel like it's appropriate to give him really detailed teeth. Yeah. Yes, love. I know. Okay, love. Here's the deal. You're free to make requests, but you're banned from making for tonight at least. You're banned from making any requests from High on Life or Dandy's World. Okay? Just for tonight. You're not allowed to make any more requests. Yes, he does. Quite legendarily. Yes, you. Just for tonight. Because we've drawn. Okay, it's just. I've done about like 4 or 5 requests, so I'm stopped. So for you can request anything else, but we're good for doing High on Life tonight. Okay. Okay, night, Jaden. No, it's fine that you're into something. I support it. I support it, but I just want you to I just want you to like I just will do I just don't want to because the way this is going, Bob is I'm gonna end up drawing every character from High on Life. So let's just take a little bit of a break, okay? How dare you? It's a video game, never. Really? You're not like what, 15? What? You're back again. Well, it's a sequel to High on Life 1, which was a great game that I was in the middle of when some news came out about one of the creators of it that made me not want to finish it. Oh, on Roblox. You certainly talk like. Anyway. What's the Roblox game? Ugh. Has anybody played Blueprints? Toon Universe. That game looked kind of cool. Yeah. Night, never. No, love, you're banned from it tonight. I'm making a rule. You're banned from it tonight. I don't want to end up drawing every single High on Life character tonight, okay? So, Rambo, what have you been up to? Is that from High on Life too? You can request it next stream, but you're not requesting it this stream. Okay, we'll try. Try the little pill thing. Okay, we can do N for murder. Yeah. That's a little Russian boy. Yeah. What is this? Yes, go fight. Oh, now you're just trying to hurt. You guys got to stop doing these knife emojis. They're blocking it every time. I have to let. I have to let you. I have to approve every knife emoji. You guys have been like, literally every message you guys have sent so far has been flagged. Do you know that? Every message. Ash, how so? Oh my god! You guys have got to stop with these weapon things. There. Good. So, Ash. Uh, you playing any video games lately? How are your little cat guys going? Boxing glove. Oh, what time is it? It's been about 2 hours. That didn't. That should. How? How to confuse you? Yeah, how's your smash? We live in a post-apocalyptic society. Actually, what trash? Never's nice. I like Never. That was not a great day. Who's your favorite character in Smash? Okay. Okay. And every time you guys bring it up, I have to clarify. We were talking about Super Smash Brothers. We were talking about Super Smash Brothers, the video game. And so I asked, very reasonably, Ash, what Ash's first Super Smash Brothers was. Yeah. Not Pichu? Do you think you're a good player of Smash? Ugh, guys, I'm getting tired. I want to keep hanging out, but I am getting very tired. I don't think I can keep the energy up anymore, everybody. I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna call it here. It was really good talking to everybody. But I'm exhausted. I don't have the energy to keep going. And I hope everybody has a good night. Okay.